Quick peek into the locker room as the players get set for the game ahead, looking to make a big splash here tonight. Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, our reporter, Allie LaForce. Let's see the stat sheet here for OG Anunoby.
And he's taken a small step back offensively. He really hasn't been the same this month as he was earlier on. He's lacking the intensity he had. He needs a new mindset and stop being passive and play with more aggressiveness.
And let's go straight over to the sideline for a report before they tip off. Hey, Allie.
Well, Fred VanVleet, a first-time All-Star in 2021, said of his journey, quote, "It's like a movie storyline, just scratching and clawing, all the work and the sacrifices. I'm always going to have this great perspective that allows me to navigate differently and helps me succeed." Brian?
Allie, his toughness and IQ, a big factor for them. Thanks for that. Here we are late in the season. I got to ask you the age-old question, Clark. Should the focus be on playoff positioning, or should it be on resting your stars?
You know, I don't think it should be either. I think it should be playing your best basketball. And if, in fact, you're in a position where you can buy some rest for your key players and still be sharp, then that's what you do. But it's a delicate balancing act. I would much rather see players rest during practice and play a bit in the games to keep that in-game sharpness is what you want. But each team has to do it the way they feel best.
And so let's take a look at the starters for the Denver Nuggets. Murray and Caldwell-Pope are the backcourt pairing. Gordon is the 4 with the Joker in the middle. And it's Porter in at the 3, the small forward. And for Toronto, the forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Pirtle in at the center position, locking down the middle. Murray against VanVleet. The 15-footer. Toronto grabs the miss. They're coming off that loss against Denver.
And you know, I mean, they played with great energy all the way through. Just fell a little bit short.
Yeah, they were really close right there. Just couldn't string together a few key plays to help get them over the top for the win.
Siakam. And Siakam with the jam.
Wow. Siakam putting something extra on that one. Just a gifted player with style and substance.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. Murray against VanVleet. Pass to Caldwell-Pope. Jokic the screen. And the dunk by Jokic.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Gordon against Siakam. And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. Pirtle finds Barnes. Pirtle with a screen on Porter. 5 on the clock. And Pirtle gets it to go on the assist from Barnes.
Got to admire how fast Pirtle slashes to the rim after setting the screen.
And as solid as Pirtle is during the game, his free throws, Grant, can be an issue.
BA. It really limits his minutes during close games late. You know, he's right around 50% for his career. He has decent form, so there is some hope for improvement.
Now here's VanVleet. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Denver.
Also forced a bunch of trips to the line. You can control a game like that.
Picked by Pirtle.
Denver foul.
Achua's checked in for Toronto. Trent comes in for Anunoby. Green's checked in for Denver. Brown comes in for Michael Porter. There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter here. Achua with a screen on Brown. Trent for 3. Rebounded by Green. The Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Pass to Murray. Back to Green. Over VanVleet. And it's Green missing. Toronto trailing. Siakam outside.
come into play whether Siakam's facing up or back to the basket.
Second team foul. At the line for your Raptors. Pass down, Siakam. At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Siakam hits them both. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Raptors out in front, leading by 1. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. Game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead of the second quarter. And from what we've seen from the Raptors, what's your take so far?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
And pick and rolls never more prevalent in the league than they are right now. And there's always someone the defense has to leave open in those scenarios, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you know, it's amazing. It's such a simple play, but it's so difficult to defend, especially with the shooting that we now see in the NBA and the great spacing on the floor. It's a play, as you said, every team uses and executes well in their offensive attack.
Van Vliet and Trent Jr. team up as the backcourt. Achua is out there with Barnes. And it's Pirtle in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Toronto to kick off the second quarter. Denver in the lead. And Aaron Gordon, Grant, growing up in the heart of Silicon Valley, San Jose.
Yeah, Aaron, using that to his advantage, involved with some apps. And we've seen a lot of players getting into the tech world. Great to see guys like Gordon branching out into business.
Trent's shot is off. Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Here's Brown. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. Smith, he's checked in for Jamal Murray.
Shooting for Denver. Bruce Brown. Shooting 1.
Free throw good. Brown. A minute 58 left in the second. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Right wing. Puts it up from 12. And again, no good by Toronto. The Nuggets have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Stolen by Van Vliet. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Nikola Jokic again has won the league MVP, but he's not one to beat his own chest. He said, quote, "I never think about it. I didn't come here to be the MVP of the league. I always think that somebody's better than me, and I want to compete to beat them. Just by that mentality alone, I'm the underdog every time." Brian?
Well, it's working for him, Allie. Thanks. And again, Denver no good.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one. And guys, so many great players coming out of Canada. The Raptors have converted a nation, not just watching basketball, but to playing it as well.
Now here's Van Vliet. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. 4 on the clock. Achua can't hit. So it's Denver now. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. They put up a nice win against Toronto last time out.
What about their offense? It was a well-oiled machine, getting them high-quality looks time and time again.
Boy, it really showed the trust they have in one another. I love how they got after it, and you could feel that they were playing for each other.
Here's Van Vliet following the score by Denver. Up and over Gordon. That one a little long. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Jokic passes to Smith. Back to Jokic. And that bucket makes him 4 for 7 today. Good production.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
Trent for 3. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes. Trent's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Nuggets on top, up 5. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thanks very much. I'm here with Mike Malone, and Coach, evaluate this team's execution offensively for me.
Well, I think we're at our best when we can get out and run, but also play downhill. It's a simple game for us. When we defend, that gets us out to run. Now we can play downhill, attack, and share the ball. That's when we're at our best.
Keep it simple. Thanks, Coach.
All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
This string of games, it looks like there are some gimmies, but this is the NBA. You overlook a team, you end up getting waxed. Obviously, coach is preaching that up and down. Sometimes guys just don't want to listen.
And let's get into this first half, where there were some struggles for the Toronto Raptors.
Their offense is too predictable right now. Getting nothing on the interior. They look like Kenny when he's running, unbalanced.
I've got enough balance to outrun you. Let's go. Anytime.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. You look at Nikola Jokic, what a contribution.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
On the court right now for the Nuggets. Gordon is the 4 with the Joker in the middle. Murray and Caldwell Pope are the backcourt pairing, and it's Porter in at the 3. Now here's Barnes. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Sinks that one from the post.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Jokic passes to Porter. Here's Caldwell Pope. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Hurdle with the block.
And Pirtle deserves a lot of credit for his shot blocking ability. He's a dynamic and dynamite shot blocker.
Now here's Siakam. Van Vliet outside. Over Murray. The offensive rebound. And for the Nuggets, they're shooting the ball at 43% from the field. From deep, Jokic. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter.
Jokic not lacking for confidence at all there. The defense thought they could relax with him way out there. Think again.
Now here's Van Vliet. Hovering around 19.5 points a game. His scoring has been huge for them. Siakam, and he comes up with a bucket. Siakam's got his second basket on the night.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
And when you look at Van Vliet on the floor, you would think he gets targeted on defense. But for a player his size, he more than holds his own.
Now here's Murray. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Jokic passes to Murray. Over Van Vliet. Misses off the left iron. The Raptors have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Outside Barnes. Doesn't go that time. Now Denver takes it the other way. Gordon finds Murray. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Jokic. Barnes with the rebound.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
That's his first
He'll go on Michael Porter.
Man, good whistle there.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Scotty Barnes. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Barnes. So both teams changing it up here. Both free throws good from Barnes. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. From deep three-point range. Ooh, we released it in time, but it's off the mark. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Nuggets ahead. They lead by 2. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Van Vliet and Trent Jr. team up as the backcourt. Scotty Barnes is out there with Thaddeus Young. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
And the ball out of play. The Raptors will have it. Toronto trailing. Now here's Trent. The kick out to Young. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. The shot off that time. And Denver the other way now. Bryant a screen on Trent. Kicks it out to Bryant. Jacks up a 3. That shot off. The Raptors shooting a rough 29% from the field here. Barnes against Porter. To the inside. He nails it, and we're tied.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage, never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Now here's Jackson. 1:46 left in the fourth. Uses the glass on the layup.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
Making moves with the game in the balance. That's how you take matters into your own hands.
Smith against Van Vliet. Oh, and Bryant with the block. Jackson outside. Bryant a screen on Trent. He shoots it. And he wills that one in. Sinking it right through the back of the iron. And now it's a 4-point Denver lead. Van Vliet against Smith. Shoots from the right block. And it's Denver with a rebound. Jackson outside. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And there are the Nuggets with another bucket.
This is Jackson's game. He's looking to take these shots whenever he gets the opportunity.
Now a timeout called by Toronto. They're down by 6. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Both teams will make substitutions. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I had a chance to find out what Nick Nurse was discussing with his players. He said in the huddle, quote, "We are in this game. Just keep fighting. We win this one if we all play with 100% effort," imploring his troops to stay aggressive. Guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you. And so they choose to intentionally foul. 36 seconds left in the fourth. Murray. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And the Nuggets lead by 8.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Pass to Gordon. Here's Caldwell Pope. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
And the three-pointer goes.
And the evolution of Siakam continues. Seeing him make great passes like this proves he's only getting better. Ooh, scary thought.
So it's Denver picking up the win. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce with our player of the game. Allie, it's all yours.
Nicola, congratulations on the win. What does a win like this say about your team?
I mean, we are looking for each other. We are finding it. When we start playing like we're supposed to play, we are really good. So hopefully we're going to continue to play like this.
Thanks, Nicola. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. Now it's time for the New Balance Player of the Game, Nikola Jokic.